Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Billy, and today we're going to talk about creating and maintaining friendships in school for children with autism spectrum disorder. Today we're going to analyse strategies implemented in the classroom to help with the development of socialising for a child who has ASD.
Autism is a lifelong developmental condition that affects, among other things, the way an individual relates to his or her environment and their interaction with other people. The word spectrum describes the range of difficulties that people with autism may experience and the degree to which they may be affected.
Some people may be able to live relatively normal lives, while others may have an accompanying learning disability and require continued specialist support. As a teacher in the workforce, it is expected that we will have the opportunity to teach a child with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. Some strategies that we as teachers can use to assist children with ASD make friends are things such as picture cards, learn to ask questions, role-playing activities, and peer-mediated interventions.
Picture cards can be used to learn facial expressions and body language. A strategy that is frequently used is picture cards. This is where the teacher or parent has picture cards that show different facial expressions, and the child has to name these expressions and how they would react to these in real life.
This can help their child to interpret the visual cues for when someone is getting angry, bored, sad, frustrated, or happy. The next stage could be using a video camera to record someone showing these emotions and helping your child to recognise the cues.
Here's an example of how picture cards can be used in the classroom. Bill, can you tell me what this card means?
That is sad.
And how would you react to this in real life?
I'd show empathy.
What does this card mean?
That is excited.
And how would you react in real life?
I'd be excited with them, and I would know that I am reacting well in the social situation.
Bill, what is this card?
That is mad.
And how would you react to this in real life?
It would signal to me that I have either made that person mad and I would leave them alone, or I would just leave them alone to begin with.
We can also teach them to learn to ask questions. Children with autism or Asperger's syndrome often lack the give and take of conversations. They may dominate a conversation and only talk about their own interests. A crucial skill they need to learn is to spend time listening to others, realizing that other children have their interests too, and asking questions about their interests. This opens up conversation, and with practice, conversations can be maintained and kept interesting.
One example is to make a game of question and answers, where the parent and child take turns asking questions about each other and providing a short answer. This can be explained to the child that a good conversation is where both people get to share the talking equally.
Finally, peer-mediated interventions, or PMI, can be another effective strategy used in the classroom to create and maintain friendships. The use of peer mentors is one example of an effective strategy for young children with ASD. According to Strain and Odom, PMI have been frequently used to promote positive social interactions among preschool age peers. PMI allows us to structure the physical and social environment in a manner to promote successful social interactions. In this approach, peers are systematically trained to make social initiations or respond promptly and appropriately to the initiations of children with ASD during the course of their school day. Peer mentors should be a classmate of the child with ASD, have age-appropriate social and play skills, have a record of regular attendance, and have a positive or at least neutral history of interactions with a child with ASD.
Peer mentors should also be aware of the behaviours associated with autism in a manner that is respectful and developmentally appropriate for the age group. The use of peer mentors allows the teacher and other adults to act as facilitators, rather than participate as active mates. That is, instead of being a third wheel in child interaction, the teacher prompts the peer buddies to initiate and respond appropriately to the child with ASD and then get out of the way. The use of peer mentors also facilitates generalisation of skills by ensuring that newly acquired skills are performed and practiced with peers in the natural environment.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.